brings us to garbage time with Scott Burnside. And maybe a little bit cheesy to say this, but you think the Edmonton Oilers and their goaltending has been garbage.
Well, I'm not alone in that. I think everyone agrees that is there a more tired storyline this year as we approach the trade deadline than the Edmonton Oilers goaltending woes? I mean, come on, it's months in the making. And here is what my point now is Ken Holland has waited too long. There is no magic goalie fix on the trade deadline. No one is coming in before March 21st to save this team from its own goaltending issues. That ship has sailed. It sailed in the offseason. Should have been addressed months ago. It wasn't. So here, why not this? The Oilers are going to be life and death to make the playoffs as it stands now. They're not a team that's constructed to beat the better teams in the Western Conference. Turn the job over to Stuart Skinner. You have to find out at some point. He's 23 years old. He's got another year left before he becomes an RFA. Find out what you have in Stuart Skinner. Last time he played, he got a shutout. He's not even on the roster anymore. To me, it boggles the mind. Give the kid the keys to the Oiler machine. See what happens, and make that your goaltending move instead of this three-man rotation that it has yielded so little for this Oiler team. Give Stuart Skinner the keys. Let's see what happens. Maybe he goes on a Ken Dryden-like run, and we're having a different discussion come April, May, and June. But why not find out now? Because the answer isn't anywhere else between now and the trade deadline for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, I see your point totally. I guess my question is, what happens if Stuart Skinner doesn't work either? Then what? How do you really gamble another year of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl in their absolute primes, putting up unbelievable point totals with that in net? Like, you need more than that. You talk about boggling the mind. My mind is blown that it's gotten to this point. Mike Smith, 8 goals against on his last 29 shots faced. Still hard to believe, hard to imagine. It feels like it's always something with the Edmonton Oilers. They've got all the talent, certainly up front, but it feels like the supporting pieces they can't find a way to make their way to Alberta's capital.